Hello, world. Happy Tuesday.
Hello, happy Tuesday.
Let's see. I'm gonna load in and get us all set up before I turn on the cameras, so to speak.
Hmm.
Da, 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 da. Load the game.
You've got me thinking about nuclear energy now.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, I know. I'll save that for a couple weeks from now, probably.
Oh, let's see. We are standing on top of my copper sheets factory, and you can hear all the noise in the machines. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
Session settings. Copy and
Mm.
da, 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 da. There's the thing.
Okay, cool. Paste that, and then boom.
Okay, here we are.
All right, sweet. Here we go. Aw, fix it to number 25. Heart emoji.
Yay!
Woo! Woo! Okay, awesome. All right. So, do you want to tell the viewers what your plan is?
Yes, we should outline our plan. So my plan, let's see, I was probably going to address the shortfall here, but because I've had a brainwave about how to deal with the water loop over with the aluminum, I'm gonna go deal with that. I'm gonna set up some pure copper refineries and send the extra water over that way, and then we can make Alclad Aluminum Sheets, and it'll be great.
Awesome. My plan is to finally get started on what Vanya is calling weapons wharf. Um, so kind of transforming that like San Francisco warehouse style area into just like here's all the basics of nobelisks and rifle ammo and all that jazz. So because it would be really nice to have that stuff just ready to go when I need to go hard drive hunting again.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up
Oh,
Caterium production a little bit.
what do we got here on the hard drives? Ooh, ooh, leached copper ingot. That's exciting. Or tempered Caterium, if either of those sound particularly exciting to you.
What's tempered Caterium?
Tempered is Caterium or plus petroleum coke. And then
I
leached
I
is
have no strong opinions at this time.
okay. Um, yeah, at some point I would like to be able to use the leached recipes, but I also don't have strong feelings on the matter at the moment, so um, we can just leave that, and I've already got another drive scanning, so let's see. Try some power out here so I can hover a little bit more effectively. Okay, so I think what I want to do is, well, A, I've got to deconstruct everything that was here before. What I think I want to do is have kind of this idea for like this, separate buildings like what we had before here. Um, Kind of trying to like take the different phases of stuff. Basically, what's going to get built here is like um, rifle ammo, iron rebar, nobelisks, gas filters, all the basics for exploration at kind of our stage of progression. Uh, so
Cool.
what I so I'll need a train station in order to bring in some heavy oil residue, or well, to bring in oil because I'll need it for some other recipes as well. But that'll be kind of the most interesting, like, logistical challenge of this is, okay, well, how do we build a train depot into this? So there'll be some good stuff in there. And then try to basically build the various buildings here, so like each one of them deals with a different like stage of production. So they'll be like, oh, here's the building that deals with like all the explosives, and here's the stuff that deals with all the like oil stuff or whatever. Kind of try to treat it like you would, a real set of warehouses or whatever.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah. Alright, so let's get rid of all of this. Because I need to make some decisions about things like...
Oh, I've also reached the conclusion that once we're done using mycelia to research things, the best thing to do is actually probably to just throw it into hammer space, because that combined with pale berries is a way to make healing items. The inhalers. So like once we really don't need to process it in the butcher shop at all anymore. There's some we need to unlock some things in the MAM, but then it can all go to inhalers. So if you got any, you can just chuck it in hammer space and be done with it.
Cool. I really wish that you could automate medicinal inhalers. That would be really great.
It would.
But I guess they just hate people with asthma in this game. Asthma caused by a giant hog throwing rocks at me.
Well, maybe it's a very dusty rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's the water pipe.
Have you or a loved one been exposed to mesothelioma by the indigenous wildlife of Massage 2 ABB? You may be entitled to financial compensation.
The really impressive thing is that you remembered the proper full name of this planet.
That's fair. I don't even know where I pulled that out from. Okay, so...
Is that a purple slug up there? Maybe it is. Not that I especially care about purple slugs at the moment, but... Oh, you know what I need to be doing? I need to be running power while I'm walking this way.
I just want to make it known that I do not support the slugist comments of my co-host here.
What?
Well, you don't care about purple slugs. I assume that that's some sort of discrimination against slugs.
I'm just glad you're not here on Thursdays.
Oh no!
If you object to ill treatment of slugs in general,
really?
I can just run this from here. That'll automatically become a thing. I'll put it on this rock, because why not?
Yeah. Many such cases.
It looks good on the rock.
Yeah. Okay. So let's dismantle all of this stuff.
I could put it on the very tall rock. I don't need to go as far as the very tall rock. I can go to the sort of tall rock. No, that's too long. The beach it is.
You sound like me when trying to decide where to hike.
Oh, I could go up there. I will go up there because I can.
Yeah. Like I said. let's just pave this whole area here so that I have maximum flexibility when I go to figure out where to put buildings and the like. Ooh, nope, 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 not. I do not want the Unreal Engine console game. Like, not that, you know, I couldn't get some fun out of that, but, you know. Okay. Just paving this whole area over. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow.
A daring bit of flying.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So that's all paved.
Oh, there's the copper. It's not much farther away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so this is sort of our buildable area. So
I guess you can't see I was on a zip line.
sadly. Okay, so first thing we need to figure out is trains. Because I do need a train for heavy oil residue at the very least. To start.
Oil
Let's also
residue,
see
not
if
crude
it's
oil?
down. Yeah, sorry, crude oil. You're right. Let's see. Caterium circuit board or flexible framework?
You've kind of had your eye on the project part stuff. Does flexible framework?
Wow. We are unable to scan hard drives because there are no more rewards available.
You know, we might as well just sit on things until we unlock more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Production. There's a lighter. Burn things off this
Okay.
direction. And even if it's a little expensive in materials, I'm going to go ahead and make this a Mark IV belt.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, all I got to do is run along the coast. Because it'll be nice if I don't have to run out here and change things for a while.
Okay. I do want to save a couple of those hard drives to unlock turbo fuel and then rocket fuel.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We use later. Okay. First things first.
Yeah, might as well toss those in since we have them.
I need to make some stuff first for turbo fuel. Because that needs I think I have the packaged fuel, but I need compacted coal and something else for it. Okay, let me go grab just a ton of concrete because I'm gonna need a lot of that. No, that's heavy modular frames. Yeah. Okay. Just put that. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna need.
Okay, let's
No,
drop
that's
off
fine.
a bunch of this. So I'm not gonna need a lot of this. Do. Okay. So strip off just a bunch of this stuff.
Okay, that's looking like it's in a good place. I want to leave myself lots of space for aluminum, so I don't want to put the copper right next to it, but I also don't want to ship water long distances, because
Yeah.
that makes me sad.
Yeah, because dealing with all of that is just awful.
Just run
Power
it over.
slugs.
Oh, I can use my nice power pole on the rock. This is a good place.
Nice. Is there anything else here that can be? Yeah.
Ta-da! Okay, so...
Yeah. Okay. No, that.
Oh, what did I have there before? Now it's gonna bother me.
Okay. Concrete. That's what I was getting.
Of course, that's what I had there. I had foundations.
Hmm.
Don't mind me. I'm just messing up my hot bars.
Okay. Just grab all the concrete I can handle here. We are gonna need it. Okay.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and put a Mark 3 there, because why not? We can make those now.
Yeah. And I mean, we have a lot of encased industrial beams thanks to you, so, like, I'm pretty sure, Mark 4s are pretty easy to build,
They're not so bad. I'm so used to thinking of them as the more expensive option, even if not like literally like
Yeah, I think you...
even if I'm not really like pressed for them, it still feels like, just from past memories and such, it just feels like the one that uses the steel beams feels cheaper, but I haven't
Yeah,
looked
I get
closely
that.
at what we're actually producing.
That's fair.
Okay, so...
Okay, So, how much room does this need? That needs 2 by. Just call that 5. 5 by 2, so 5 by 4. So if I
could send that in. I have enough space to make a pipe basement.
ooh,
I did not plan that necessarily, but it'll work.
yeah, it's always good. So,
Is this right at the
yeah.
water level? Yes, it is. Fascinating.
Ooh. So what if we did?
Thinking out loud, thinking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
2.
tear all this out.
No, that one's just a little far.
Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore.
Ah! It's a good feeling, ain't it?
Paint is good though.
Okay. So, if I now do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll do. I put a great platform there.
Ah! Pipes have such a knack for jumping to the wrong junction spot.
Yep, I really do. I absolutely hate it. Okay.
Yes, that's a nice level surface. Okay, good.
Great platform. Oh, cool. It's actually already got an industrial container built in. Excellent. Okay,
Yay!
so okay, so that's the crude oil there. So now I just need to figure out how to get the train out of here in a reasonable way.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah.
In fact, since I've got all this space to work with, I think it's time to put some fluid buffers in. Because why not?
Just don't make the same mistake that I did.
Which is, to not fill
Uh,
them up, or
yeah.
not. You know, the reason for the fluid buffers is really to just kind of delay any issues with having too much water in the system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it'll be an issue, but I do want to use the small ones because...
Yeah, I think that's probably wise.
Well,
Okay.
they just fit better in the space is all. Put those in.
Okay, so
In fact,
if we're
now,
going in here,
aluminum should start being made again. It's already priming as we speak.
whoop.
Where's my seal? There it is.
Got like this.
Hello, Hell Frozenova. How goes the factory? Well, let's see. I'm working on getting some copper set up so that we can make Alclad Aluminum Sheets, and Sophia is setting up an impressive train station.
Well, I'm trying.
I can let you explain that.
Yeah. So this, so what I'm setting up here is weapons wharf, as Vanya put it. It's basically going to produce ammunition and such for when, I go off exploring and trying to get us more hard drives or whatever. And so this train station here is going to import crude oil from Oil Ocean so that we can produce things like rifle ammo and gas filters and such. So right now I'm just trying to figure out how exactly I want to set this up. Because I kind of have this idea of having like a raised like railway. But I think if I'm gonna do it that way, I think I actually want to have the railway kind of on the outside here. Yeah, actually, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I like that idea. So the idea is, because I don't want to, what I'm worried about here is that it's just going to take up too much build space away from, production facilities. But I'm sort of realizing if I put it maybe like along here, like offset slightly, because what I'm probably going to end up doing is having the railway sort of curve around the wharf itself. So you'll have like the track will come out to here, it'll curve around here, go down there, and just kind of circle around the building or around the area until it, reconnects with its like main double track. I could also, if I was willing, was willing to do it like this, I could also just do a single track and do a double-sided train, and basically just make this a little spur, which wouldn't be the worst idea as I'm thinking of it. It would certainly get things off the ground a lot more easily, and I could always upgrade it later. In fact, yeah, I think I am gonna do it like that, as I'm thinking of it. So, to support that, yeah, okay. Okay, so we're not gonna do the raised station if we do that.
We're kind of in a hemming and hawing and thinking aloud stage.
Yep. Lots of that. Okay. And then the fluid platform. Let's get rid of these guys. And there's just a lot of stuff you want to get right, you know? A lot of ways to get it wrong. Okay, so now we have a buffer stop there. Krasnoyarsk. Okay. So now, if we're gonna do that... Huh.
This doesn't quite fit my old pattern, but I'll do it anyway.
Yes, we're basically building a slightly miniaturized version of the railway that we've normally been building. So normally that has, you know, double sided rails, but this one's just gonna have one. So we'll just have the one track and a double-sided train that goes out there. And I should be able to control that effectively. Yeah, that's fine. We'll figure out how to do that in time. Concrete. And then railway.
I guess I'll send copper in through the basement as well.
Yeah. Planum floor. Planum floor.
Well, the current arrangement kind of lends itself to that setup. It
It's
doesn't
good.
always.
Yeah, that's true. But where you can, it's good to have it.
That's a little offset. Oh. Yeah, make that a curve. Scrap, and this is overflow. There we go. That means I gotta redo this, but it's okay.
It's fine. It's fine, you guys. It's fine.
It's
We need to make that a
fine.
drinking game.
You know, it doesn't need to duck down under until over here, though, so put that over here. Since I don't really know exactly what this line will look like far in the future.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
And of course the conveyor lift wants to go the other way around by default.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Of course. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, so you
Wait, what?
got that. So I'll consider that taken care of.
That's better.
Okay. So let me look at my Satisfactory tools. Okay. So I need 1 and 1. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's just like lay out the buildings here, I guess.
I can do better than that.
Boy, howdy. I had a nickel for every time I've said that. In this game alone.
Nah.
It's kind of sketchy here. That's fine. Okay. So binary. So these will feed into gas filters. And then that's pretty much just straight into polyester fabric. Honestly, I get away with
Convinced that's set up.
getting rid of these. Just carry that out there.
That's better. So this. Is here. There's some copper.
Cool. Let's actually place that right there. Let's just shorten this. Yeah, let's shorten this. actually don't even need much.
Oh, of course, that needs to be
Let's see,
ingots, not scrap. Okay, well, that's fixable.
Okay, so we got 4 holes.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay.
Oh yeah?
Okay. My brain had to catch up with itself here. Okay.
Yeah. No, come on, come on. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be heavy oil, and then this one will be resin.
Okay, so basically I am setting up the second floor of the aluminum smelters.
Cool.
And then that'll feed into the other stuff.
Cool. Very cool.
Center. Right. Copy all this here.
No, I think this is quite gonna do what I want. Yeah, that's actually. I think I might prefer it that way.
Now that I'm using Mark IV conveyor belts, I still have them on the 3 on my hot bar, but I keep pressing 4 by mistake because I'm thinking the Mark IV belt.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay. More of this. Okay. So that'll get put over here, which goes into there. So this becomes... Oh! Huh, we don't have the straight polymer resin unlocked. I'm gonna go to the man and do that.
Yeah, I thought I was...
Did I... Yeah, alternate polymer resin right here. Huh. Huh. Yeah, and like we don't need charcoal, so I think we're good on that.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so yes, now that flows out that way, and these things really should move over. Okay, which means all that basement stuff I did has to move too. But, oh well.
Yeah, there's worse things.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I could just put those things on a second floor up here. I kind of like that plan. Just keep on running this out. In which case, the basement's a little extraneous, but I'm okay with that. Okay. Yep. This is fine.
So they've got... Okay, so alternate polymer resin, alternate heavy oil resin. There we go. Excellent.
Yeah, aren't there like 2 recipes, one for heavy oil residue and one for polymer resin, but it just determines like how much of each one you get or something?
Yep, that's exactly correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. It's just a little less space than I want. Assemblers are just
Yep.
a little bit.
Assemblers are just... And literally anything that you could say right there is correct.
They're just a little bit too big in both directions. Just a
Yep.
little bit.
Yep. This game really loves awkward building sizes. Just to mess with you.
Well, it would be boring if everything fit in one
That is true.
samey title grid.
That is true.
Okay, well, in that case...
Ooh. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe that's the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. Yeah, let's reconfigure some things here. Because if I do
I'm not even
this,
running those at full capacity. These don't need to be here.
ah,
All right, well, let's do things a little differently.
okay. So how do we deal with that? Okay. Well. These change from that to that.
That's slightly messy.
Now, oops.
Okay, that's better. These should be Alclad Aluminum Sheets. Hook up some power cables. And now we
Ooh.
can get the copper
Woo! So, color these correctly. I don't know why they're defaulting to blue, but sure.
What's defaulting blue?
Oh, my pipeline stuff is defaulting to blue for some reason. I'm not
Oh,
sure
it might be
why.
because I set it to blue. Go ahead and set the
Oh!
default to whatever you want. Because
Oh! Ugh.
I was laying water pipes.
Makes total sense. Like, I figured somebody had said that. I was just like, oh, well.
Yeah, go
I'd
ahead
have
and
to
change it.
recolor them. I would have to recolor them anyway, so it doesn't actually, like, matter
Oh, well,
right now.
I should be, knock on wood, but I should be done laying water
Yeah.
pipe for a while.
Like, these are oil, so I gotta color them black no matter what. Okay, cool. So that is hooked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn off that setting. Just
Okay, so that goes along there. That looks pretty nice. I like that.
I'm gonna uncheck this.
So,
Yes. That's standard type one. Okay, I think I set it back to default, but
yeah, it's all good. Okay. So for this, that's okay. Heavy oil residue, so let's color it appropriately. And then this one's making polymer resin. We'll figure out what to do there later. But cool. So that's there. That produces.
hey, we are making Alclad Aluminum Sheets.
Woo!
And give me a minute, and I will hook them up to hammer space and all that good stuff.
Excellent. Power switch there? Yes, I can. Very cool. Now I've got
there. Going into hammer space.
Woo!
There's plenty of water in that pipe. Fact. Yeah, we need to make more copper to offload more water.
Hmm.
Doesn't need to be limited anymore. Okay. More pure copper refineries. Why is that so off kilter?
This one needs to put. Really don't need a lot of this stuff. And that's even with making like 75 rifle ammo a minute. Like it's just not a lot. Okay.
Nuke the stingers from orbit.
Well, once I get nuclear power set up.
Actually, no, that would take out too much scenery. But, you know,
Yeah.
large amounts of rifle ammo, though, that is an appropriate way to deal with them.
Yes.
Oh, and I've set the pipe color back to blue so that I can lay these extra water pipes, which turns out I need anyway.
There you go.
Finish that up. Quick like.
I don't know. I didn't think about that. Okay.
Copy these and move this over.
So that's refineries. Okay, now we've got the logs. Okay. So, how many of those do I need? 2 and
that's looking a little bit healthier. Meanwhile, over here, I need to have a way to deal with extra copper once we have it. So just pull this out, make a sink, and it'll be great.
Yep. Awesome sinks are the solution to many problems.
Except nuclear waste.
Well, yes. I do find it hilarious that, like, you can't sink nuclear waste, but you can sink plutonium fuel rods. So a common strategy that I've seen in places is to get up to plutonium fuel rods and then just sink those until you get like fixonium and can, you know, deal with things that way. So refineries.
Okay, I need to let out water. That means I'm making over 200 water per minute, which is actually a lot.
It is.
Oh yeah, I'm not using very much over here. Okay, well in that case, maybe the loop is a good idea. Those use 200 per minute each. Of course, I've gone and changed how my pipes are set up here. If I wanted it to look nice, I would rearrange a lot of stuff right now. Question is,
Do you want to make it look nice?
yes. Yes, as in, yes, that is the question, not as in, yes, I definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a yes, that is the question, and no, I don't want to right now.
Yeah. I had a feeling.
So put that there. This. I'm gonna watch this for a while.
Okay, so there's copper, there's iron.
So remember this extra copper, it does get sunk.
Cool.
Looks like there is, in fact, extra copper, so... Well, I should come back and keep an eye on this from time to time, but I think this is working well enough for now. It's certainly working well enough that you should be able to grab stacks of stuff and throw them into the mail, or into the pod thing.
The hub?
Yeah.
Cool.
The place where you put the stacks of things to move things forward. Place with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. We're even running through all our petroleum coke now.
Ooh, excellent.
Okay. Well. All is well.
Don't jinx it, please. Okay, so that's there, and then
Oh, your video feed is looking very watercolorish.
oh, very cool.
uh,
Like that.
it's an impressionist direction. I'll come back to my screen and give it a few minutes.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Okay, so oh, okay.
What happened?
Oh, I got confused by something. Okay.
Story of our lives.
Yeah. Hey. I guess do.
Hello, hogs. Don't mind me.
Okay, so that's iron, that's copper. Okay, so now... I don't think we're gonna need all this space. That's good. Let's do some there.
We do still need more quick wire over here, so I guess that's the next thing to do.
Cool. It's even on the to-do list.
It is. It's on the list that I'm actually using somehow. Just or I could put in a second floor, which would also be fun.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay.
Spread it out. That's a regular splitter. Yeah, let's do a second floor. Be a little more compact. Kind of getting into the trees here.
Cool. So So here we need
Okay, so
refineries. Okay, so here's the Earth. And I bet you're saying to yourself, damn, that is one very cool planet. Okay, so there's cover sheets. And then smokeless powder.
two and three.
So that's
And I think this is time for faster builds.
boy, if I had a nickel for every time I said that.
Well, I'm being a little more specific than usual.
Huh? Okay. So- Okay, so that's, I guess, gonna be steamed copper sheet.
Rubber is a limiting resource. Interesting.
Ooh.
That doesn't happen every day.
Hmm. It's gonna be. Ooh. Speed 50%. Yeah, and then that's gonna be 15.
I might want to send these to dedicated places.
But that's rifle ammo. Now I just need to, get everything up. And then
Da, 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 da.
yeah.
Sorry, I was compelled to sing the theme song to the Rifleman.
I don't think I know that one.
It's an old TV show which I have never actually seen, but but the tune goes da 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 da. There.
When was it made?
Oh, it must have been the 50s or 60s or something.
That would explain it.
Yeah,
I think
so, it probably bears explaining here. My family and I have long listened to a certain radio show on the local college radio station called the Norman Bates Memorial Soundtrack Show, and and he plays stuff like this.
Mm.
I mean, there's certainly some newer stuff in his repertoire, but he's got a lot of classics too, and so there's a lot of stuff
Hell
I'm
yeah.
familiar with that you perhaps wouldn't expect me to be familiar with based on my demographics, but you know, there it is.
Hell yeah. God, I feel like the oldest TV show that I really ever watched. Well, okay. I feel like it's the Twilight Zone. I was gonna say MASH, but I think Twilight Zone came out before MASH did.
Twilight Zone's a good one.
Yeah. I haven't seen the new one that Jordan Peele did. I don't even know that I've seen any, like, reviews of it or whatever, now that I think about it. Um, oh, yeah, that didn't, that wasn't quite what I wanted. Okay, so let's put an assembler here.
Oh, let's see. Okay, at this point, I can probably not scale these
Yeah, that's stuff. Okay.
paste, paste, paste. And now let's run us up a conveyor lift up to here.
Like nobelisks. I let's nobelisks. Let's black powder. Goes in there. Smoke this powder. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Elf Rosanova is currently taking a satisfactory break and is playing Farming Sim 22. How is that?
Ooh. Oh, I think my friend, Viglius is playing that.
Well, that's one vote of confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember... Okay, hold up. Because he mentioned it in... Discord here. Yeah. He literally said weekly farming simulator session with a friend, Amy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he was saying, oh, this was a couple of years ago, but, yeah, I remember him saying that he really enjoyed it, and, like, it was one of those things where, like, it's literally just, log in at the end of a week and, like, just relax, right? Just like, vibe in the game.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's running all right for now. All right, well, in that case, you're trophy hunting at the moment, collecting sorghum.
What? Isn't that a kind of wheat?
I confess I don't know very much about sorghum.
Duh.
This is doing fine.
Sorghum, what have you not been flossing? I'll show myself out.
Boo. All right. Well, now that I'm here, actually, I'm gonna go gather some mycelium from the cave that's here. We can do some research.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any. I mean, I can't scan any more hard drives, so now is a good time to do that.
Oh, it's the Hatchers. I get to kill them again. Great.
Woo! Yeah.
Just take all these little mushrooms.
So, iron rods, which become iron rebar. That goes there. And that goes there. Excellent.
Excellent.
Yes, Smithers. Okay. So, yeah, okay. That's right. That's black powder. That's iron rods. That's nobelisks.
And yes, I am sparing the large mushrooms because they're pretty.
Excellent. Good. Good. Copper sheets, smokeless powder, that's all the ingredients for that, right? Yes.
Your screen is still impressionist as heck.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep on holding the camera.
Does it, leave a positive impression on you?
There's artistic merit to it. Certainly more artistic merit than the small stingers that are crawling around in the distance for me, but it doesn't give a clear view as to what you're actually doing.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let me restart my streaming in OBS and see if that helps.
That's fair.
Okay, that's restarted. How's it look now?
Give me a sec and I'll take a look.
Mm-hmm.
It's still coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Move around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That is still a painting.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I see that it's sending at about the right data rate.
Maybe the internet's just being cranky.
Maybe, yeah. Because I'm using the same settings that I was using before. Okay.
Oh, we don't have stators in Hammerspace. That's okay, because we rarely need them. I'll just make some here.
No. Okay. I need to go refill my water. I will be right back.
Sounds good.
Medical properties of local mycelia established. New research options available. Medical inhaler variants.
Cool.
Therapeutic inhaler recipe unlocked. It smells like fried breakfast induced cardiac arrest, but surprisingly, it restores you to full health. Vitamin inhaler recipe unlocked. Not only does it restore your health, it also acts as a preventative supplement against scurvy and other shortage-induced conditions. Unfortunately, it does not improve aesthetics, but Pioneer helmets are built to withstand extreme circumstances.
Alright, going back in this cave for some more mycelia. Just so I'll be sure to have enough. And then don't really need to bother with them again for a while. Or ever, really. ask about bitrate when she gets back. Let's throw these in here. Interesting.
Right. Sorry about that. I am back.
Hellfrozenova is wondering if you have a bitrate issue.
Well, let's see. I mean, I have it set to 5 megabits, basically, or well, okay, so it's 5,000 kilobits per second. But yeah, I guess that would be a little low, wouldn't it? Because 1024, so yeah, let me up that actually. That'd be right.
I know we tried fiddling with it earlier, and it wasn't that what we fiddled with earlier, and it seemed to actively make it worse. I mean, not that it's not worth trying again, just
sure. Let me
noting that it's not necessarily that we haven't tried something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so I just changed it up to 7,000. How does that look now?
Okay, well, give me a sec and I'll take a look. So, while that's happening, supercomputers. Oh, interesting. There are alternate recipes for supercomputers, but we can't get them yet.
Yes. I believe that.
Yeah, all of that is stuff that we have. Okay, I can set those up soon, but first, that is still an impressionist painting.
Okay.
It's very pretty.
Let me,
But it's even more incomprehensible than before.
Really? Oh,
Oh, now it has suddenly snapped to somewhat clearer. Move around a bit.
Okay.
Oh no, as long as you're standing still, it's fine, but as soon as you move, it goes completely wacky, which is similar to issues we've had in the past.
Whoa. Man, what is up with my... Okay, you know what? We're gonna up this even more. Wow. Let's do 10,000. Boom. Alright, it looks like it's already transmitting at 10,000. How's it looking
now? Move around a little.
Yeah?
No, it's still doing a thing. Let me try just poking it. Because I have... It's the 2-player feed. Width, height. Everything there is fine. Use custom frame rate. That wouldn't affect what I'm getting from you, though. So... Alright, well, I guess I'll just hold the camera.
Sure.
You can give me a tour of what you built later.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go into this big blue building, because I think this would be a fine place to make supercomputers. Assuming the floors line up nicely.
There's hoping.
They are just... The manufacturers really want a 4 tall thing. But maybe... It's kind of a big floor.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just put the other machine over to the side. close to filling it up. I'm making the supercomputer. We may be making this. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's layer things a little more intelligently.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't do that here.
What, intelligent?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna kind of do the floors in different sizes in different places. This. There's the window and that. That makes sense. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense that way. Some days you really want an undo button.
I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about.
None whatsoever.
Nope. Nope.
Well, I think it'll probably look better from the outside if I keep doing it this way.
Yeah, I've never looked at things that I've built in this game or any other and thought, ah, yes, the gods will not forgive me for what I have done today.
How big is this? You know, this will fit over here. Just trying to convince myself that there's a good reason I made this room so incredibly huge. It wasn't all for nothing.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
At the time, it seemed like a logical thing to do.
Hmm.
Put it sideways. That's kind of cursed, though.
Is it more or less cursed than anything else we have done in this game?
I'll line it up with the other one. Things will be a little spread out, but it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's got the things going in. Okay, this is going to make supercomputers. Who knows? If there's alternate recipes, I may well change things. You never know. Okay, so it's high-speed connectors.
Wait, hold up. Changing your mind? Whoa. We don't do
know.
that here.
We don't do that in this country.
Oof! Big oof.
Okay, that's one.
Okay. Cool.
Two AI limiters. We'll go get some of those. And the computers. Is this time for a stack belt?
Computers, not even once.
That bad, huh?
I mean, look, have you used computers?
The real question is, have you used the computer or has it used you?
Oof. I feel like with all this AI stuff, AI in like giant air quotes, I feel like people are very, very eager for that second one. It's like, oh yeah, it's just like make the God machine, or like with those scientists that I heard about earlier today that like scanned a fly's brain. Uh, they made the Torment Nexus, right? From the hit sci-fi book, Don't Make the Torment Nexus. Okay, so where's that? Okay, so that's sulfur, and that's coal, and
Wow, I have almost filled up this entire large storage of computers.
whoa.
This is some kind of ridiculousness.
Hmm.
You know what else is some kind of ridiculousness? The arrangement of belts it's going to take to get everything over there.
Oof. I actively dread and also look forward to seeing just the ridiculous, like, stacked spaghetti. Like, this spaghetti is gonna be stacked so much, you're gonna think it's lasagna.
And we haven't even gotten to the nuclear pasta.
I find it delightful that, like, nuclear pasta has, like, the lasagna phase, the gnocchi phase, and various other flavors. It's delightful.
Like,
I love when scientists get to have, like, a dumb sense of humor.
someone should actually make a recipe, like... And of course it would be very spicy, because nuclear.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I guess, would that be like Ghost Pepper or Carolina Reaper or something like that?
I mean, whatever pepper you want to use. I mean, that I feel like that's the part that's very customizable.
Mm. I guess I was just thinking, like, what would be the best pepper to represent, you know, the literal power of the stars?
I don't know of any peppers that have a name like that.
Mm.
Hellfrozenova says it seems to be a frame rate and quality of stream that gives the oil painting effect. I know you've had some just internet issues at times.
Yeah, I do know that my roommate is streaming some dumb Adam Sandler comedy right now. I wonder if the internet is just going like, no, you don't get to experience good things because this objectively awful thing is happening in your house.
Well, there's no accounting for taste.
She even tells me, like, she even says it with that tone of voice that is like, I have no idea why the hell I am watching this.
That is impressive.
I know, right? Then again, she did just get checked for cervical cancer yesterday, so like,
Oh my.
I feel like there's like okay, you feel like crap right now.
Are you comfortable saying this online?
Oh, that's fine. Nobody knows who she is, so that's fine.
Okay.
What I'm trying to get across is there is like she is not feeling well physically, and so it's like, okay, here's just like dumb comfort stuff.
Oh yeah. You've earned the right to whatever silly entertainment you want at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so let's get the non-oil stuff going here.
What do you mean conveyor belt is too long? How dare you?
I'm sorry, Vanya, you cannot make a 40-kilometer long conveyor belt.
But.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, let's see. Are the AI limiters actually finding their way in here?
Let's-
Yes, they are being made. They're on their way. I want to make sure they get through the wall.
Okay, let's build out.
Hellfrozenova is asking what your frame rate is.
Well, Steam says I'm getting 130 something FPS.
What are you sending to me with the thing?
It says here I am sending it 60 FPS.
Okay. Let's see. Let's turn this into a splitter.
According to OBS's like stats here, I'm not. I don't have any dropped frames. Yeah.
Might be too many, they say.
FPS or
Yeah.
so like turn it down to like 30 FPS or
Not. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is something we should play around with
yeah.
at
Yeah,
another
yeah.
time.
Yeah, like maybe next week we'll set up we'll do like pre-flight checks a little sooner and see if we can figure out what the hell is going on there.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take this here, and these can go here. And now that splits off. Yeah, that can go this way. Thank you for the suggestions. I think
Yes.
we just would like to
Yes.
keep on building, and I'm sure Sophia will be very happy to give me a tour at the end of the session, and then we can see all the wonderful things that were worked on, and it'll be great.
Yeah. And like for sure, there's a lot of tweakables here. I think it's just I also just don't want to take like half an hour or something trying to debug the internet being dumb. I'm used to that in the rest of my career,
Okay, this. Giving me a nice support there.
Okay. So let's pull all this stuff down.
course, because you want to make the lift go up by default. As always.
Hmm. Yeah, a very sensible design decision.
Well, it would be nice to just have, like, a button that flips it. Maybe there is an easy one that I just never found.
Rotate, right?
That spins
Yeah.
around the connector.
Ye- Oh, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure how to do that one now that I think about it.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're making supercomputers now.
Woo!
Not making them very fast, but we're making them.
Hey, that's what counts. And also, we don't need a ton of them.
This is
Well,
true.
I mean, we'll need a ton of them, but like, not at a large rate, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I think even the most like advanced recipes are only like 0.75 per second or whatever.
Okay, so
Or
sounds
per
like a
minute.
small depot is the way to go.
We're not right to stuff on the floor here. It's just much easier.
Missing SAM fluctuators. Ooh.
Yeah, I built a few dimensional depots out here. Pipeline junction.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
Okay, we will make these only very, very slowly until I can make some more rubber and plastic. So I'm going to go work on that.
mm-hmm. Cool. No, no, no. That's not what I wanted.
No?
Uh, uh, this pipeline did not get set up correctly. It's like, no, I don't want this like cutting diagonally through the thing. Just do the nice straight curve, please. That'll be that will suffice. Yeah, I guess that'll have to do. Okay, cool. So that's feeding into there. So we've got what's the beginnings of the oil stuff getting set up here. Okay. So that takes crude oil and does polymer resin and
Oh, I should check on the aluminum since I'm back out here.
oh yeah. So the oil residue. Yeah, that just goes to surplus powder. Okay. That makes that a lot easier.
Factory seems be going good? It is going quite well.
Yeah.
My gosh, the sheer volume of recipes that Sophia picked up last week.
Oh my
We are
god.
just totally set for this time.
Yeah.
So,
And there's still more. I still have like 9 hard drives left.
yeah, we just need to unlock the ability to scan for more things.
Yeah. Definitely a DJ Khaled suffering from success kind of moment. Okay, so...
Okay, so we are sinking water into copper, which is fine.
Cool.
In fact, I don't feel bad about flushing one of these reservoirs, so we can just speed things up a little bit. Hellfrozenova would love to hear about your rocket fuel plans and/or
Oh,
non-turbo
yes.
fuel plans. It looks like so. Please do
Yeah,
elaborate.
yeah, okay. I kind of did the math on it and looked around at a bunch of folks, like on the subreddit and such, and it seems like what most people do is they move, they basically do fuel, and then you kind of either branch into one or two routes. Either you go rocket fuel, because turbo fuel doesn't give you a ton more efficiency uh, uh, than fuel does. Um, like, yes, you do squeeze more power out of, existing stuff, but there's more logistics that you got to worry about, and like it's like 30% more power, whereas like rocket fuel is just so much more power. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just like move up straight to like I'll skip turbo fuel, go straight to rocket fuel. I have a thing in Satisfactory tools that is like, it'll output the easier version of this will output like, what is that? Six, it'll output 666 rocket fuel per minute, right? Like that's gonna power most anything that we're gonna want to do. But why do that? Well, I probably will do that just because I think that would be fun to set up. But even more importantly, nuclear power. Because I do enjoy the logistical challenge of that. I was talking with Vanya about this in like the pre-flight checks, and I'm not. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a graduated approach, like set up a decent sized like uranium powered one, and then store the waste and then eventually process that into plutonium and then do that, like make a much larger plant that can handle those, and then do fixonium once we get access to that. I don't know, I'm not 1,000% certain on how I want to handle that, or if I want to just like do it all at once. I think I'm kind of leaning towards the graduated approach, just because like, man, doing all the math for that at once sounds awful. um, but but I do like the amount of power that you get out of nuclear energy. Like that is so good because it's like 10 times as much as fuel. Um, and it's not, I don't know, it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing in the world to set up uranium production. it does suck to deal with the waste. And I'm trying to figure out how much of that I want to deal with, I guess, is the real kicker at the end of the day.
Is there anywhere you're currently manufacturing nobelisks?
I am actually working on that right now.
Okay, excellent. If you can, whenever you start throwing those into hammer space, let me know, because that's all I need for this last mycelia research.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, for the gas nebulisks? Yeah.
Or if you just have two on you to just throw in to hammer
Oh,
space and I can pick them up, that's fine too.
yeah, actually. I'll just toss those in.
Excellent, thank you.
Mm-hmm, of course.
I just need 10. And then I'll probably want to save a few just to have on me, but then I'll give the rest back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm about to have, like, a giant surplus of them, so, like,
That's fair.
don't worry. Don't worry about giving any back.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need to get iron going into this, and then we'll get those going. Woo!
There we go. Ooh. Oh.
Hey. Oh, coming. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Quick wire.
So there's heavy oil residue.
I'm going to snag all of our quick wire for a minute here.
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
AI limiters. I think those ended up somewhere. I could just use the search function. What an idea.
Whoa, whoa,
I know, right?
whoa. Who would do that? Again, doing a smart thing. We don't do that here.
Heavy modular frames.
Okay.
Motors. Need lots of those. There's never enough motors.
I literally have a thing set up in my my Satisfactory tools that is like, okay, here's a giant motor thing, which at some point soon we can do.
For some reason, I am not hearing Ada.
Yeah,
not
we
that
need
this
to
is
unlock.
especially game breaking or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something fun.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And blow them up with the lemons.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, that is... Oh, I see. You just tacked onto this same line, and I still have these making... What am I doing here?
What did I do?
It's fine. This is there's
That's
something
the
there's something
that's the
confusing that I've done here. I'm sure this was because of other stuff I was doing at the time, which no longer makes sense. All right, that needs to be a merger now. It's all
I think
it's all
it's all
defined
mergers.
clear. Mergers
It's
all
all
the way down.
mergers all the way down. Yeah.
In this case, it actually is. All right. So that's there, and this is gonna be. It's just because we shuffled around so much where we were putting things. And that goes there, and that goes there. And we don't actually need that anymore, so.
So that's gonna be pure iron, and pure copper. So,
Okay, that's actually a pretty long plastic backlog. I'm gonna set this up a little more future-proof.
yeah, how much water did it say in the end I needed? Oh, not a whole lot.
That coal is just sitting there for no reason. That's fine. Those things can drain out as they will.
Like into a sink, or
No, into New Silicon Valley. I had a
Ah.
ton of plastic stacked up here that I really didn't need to, just because of how things were set up before.
Oh, from like before we got some alternate recipes.
Yeah, before we set up the depots at the other place by your fuel area, and now I'm at the place where I'm like, okay, this setup I have for making plastic and rubber and also the petroleum coke, it's a good setup, but it needs to be somewhere else, and it needs to not use the same pipe that you're wanting to use to funnel stuff over to your fuel area. Though, I guess if you're going to be doing fuel elsewhere, if you're going to set up a whole different thing in a whole different place.
No, it'll still be there. I just need to make some decisions about how to reformat it, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, don't worry too much about that at the moment.
Okay. It basically, though, it just seems that what I need to do is make plastic and rubber from a different oil node.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. I mean, there's like, 8 of them in that area, so I think
There's like 3 that we can use now, and more once we can do fracking.
yeah. When do we unlock that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, actually, when do we unlock? Oh, we get it with nitrogen.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
with advanced aluminum production.
This is right where you put the train station. This one of these oil nodes is right near the train station that you made.
Oh,
which is
I mean,
fine.
you can. Oh, there's a station out there,
No, it's not a
or
real station yet. It's just the little
oh
branch you made, and you put a train there,
oh
and
oh I see.
yeah, it's just a little dead end.
Okay. Is it gonna mess with if I elongate that a little bit to like bring oil from there,
You
or
know,
if I elongate that line, is it gonna mess things up? Because I can shuffle things around there. That's fine.
if you elongated this, it would run right over the spot. But I'm not going to use this one anyway, because if you're going to load crude oil onto a train, then you might as well use this node. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
go
fair.
use the other one.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely should reformat that section though. Um, okay, let's get this going.
Yeah, I remember this one.
I think once I get yeah, so mergers.
Okay. That's a nice flat area out that way.
Let's actually put a splitter here.
Oh, and that's actually
So
right
I'm gonna
past where
need
I put
that.
that belt. That's actually a really good place.
Huh. Well,
And we'll start here. Raise this up a little bit.
okay, so that's will be for steamed copper sheets. Oop.
This can pretty much be a pretty simple layout. Oh, did I? I probably left the blue pipes on. I'll fix it later.
Boy, howdy. If I had $1 for every time I've said that.
Well, I can fix it now. Pipeline swatch, pipes. There we go. That's funny though. I didn't realize that would affect things for both of us if I made a change there.
Oh, that's fine.
Not what I would have expected. Let's just start off with 4 of these. I haven't heard any music in a while. Is everything alright? Game minimized. Guess it's just the whims of the game.
Okay, cool. So that's iron.
Creatures in the way. Fine. Oil extractor.
Production. Water extractor.
The extractor.
Yes.
Okay. Let's make 2 each of plastic and rubber. And yes, that just takes in crude oil.
Hmm. Whoop. And whoop.
I'm going to set that up in a moment. Instead,
Oh. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so there's water.
water is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah. All things in moderation, right? That's what they tell me anyway.
That's what they tell us sometimes. I think we actually let's put a Let's see if that works. Yes, it does.
what works?
Oh, the way I wanted to lay things out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That
Cool.
goes
So we got
there,
water. Okay, yeah, water. Not flowing into there yet. Water is flowing into these guys. So now I just need to feed some people ore in. Yeah.
I say this, I don't even have a good view of what you're working on right now.
I'm setting up the like raw ores and such for like weapons. So I need copper and iron. So just setting up the production lines for those.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I've
Speaking
got my
of,
industrial fluid buffer. It can go right here.
so we get
And actually, this deserves a pipeline mark too.
so we have that. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Sorry, but I kind of need to like fill your stuff here. Okay. Power.
Hopefully those will start up in a bit, but until then, it's time to set up the conveyor stack.
Ooh. That sounds very ominous.
Oh, it's no more ominous than what I usually do for You've seen it before.
Yeah, like I said, sounds very ominous.
Oh dear. Okay, that's plastic, so that goes on.
So we're gonna need a 2.
That's rubber. It goes on the bottom.
That'll look a little nicer in a moment. I just want to get this stuff going.
Ramp up for a minute. Okay, now for this, I'm going to want to run them all the way back over here. The ultimate goal of just merging them into that whole setup.
So these guys start producing iron. Okay, you're making copper. So we should start seeing nobelisks getting made
Excellent.
very soon. Pretty much just as soon as stuff starts feeding in through the plenum.
You know, I'm going to lay out just a few more of these, even if I don't hook them up right away. Sometimes I'm really clever about it, and I manage to set things up so that if you add more things to the line, it's on the end that you don't have to, you can just add on to the far end instead of fitting them into the middle, essentially. But that would mean turning some things around. I don't mind it in this case. We'll just stick this here.
Okay.
That's taller than it had to be.
Okay, cool. I gotta tweak some rates on this, but yeah, we're starting to get nobelisks produced.
Excellent.
And I've also got iron rebar being made.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm sure at some point I will switch to using a rifle for at least some things, but I do like to have the rebar gun available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll just merge these in. That is a splitter, not a merger. It needs to be different.
Okay, so we got that. So let's do... Okay, so those are copper ingots. Going through here. And then we need to bring in water. Nope. Nope.
Nope, nope.
Noodle. Okay. Oh, it was just, I'm trying to, like, place this pipeline, but I can't do it because I keep, floating on the, like, you know, I've got the hover pack on, right?
Uh-huh.
And, I'm floating just, like, ever so slightly to one side. And so it's like, oh, yeah, you thought you were gonna, like, you know, you thought you were gonna place this thing? Well, guess what? You're moved just slightly over to one side, and now it messes up where you're placing it. It's cool. It's very cool and good. I'm always saying this about Satisfactory. It's normal and cool and good. Okay, neat. So that's got
I might need to pump this.
Right.
Okay, we are now making lots more rubber and plastic.
Woo!
Though it means I'm going to need to deal with byproducts, so... Let's see, and that's just a job for more refineries.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've got Nobelisks and I've got Iron Rebar going just fine.
That sounds good.
Now, once I get some oil here, I'm gonna start doing rifle ammo.
Yay!
So...
40 per minute. This makes 10 per minute. Okay. So this actually scales pretty well.
I also want to note that we are almost at midnight.
Indeed. I think I'm
Which, like,
coming
wow.
up. Yeah,
Where-
time flies when you're thinking hard about fun things.
Yeah, for real.
I'm close to a good stopping spot here. I would like to finish up after I have dealt with the byproducts from this process, because then...
Yeah. Yeah, totally legit.
To do otherwise
will-
is madness, frankly.
Yeah, I get that. Alright, well, I'm at a good stopping point here for myself. I'll just start, like, kind of plotting out what the route for this train will be.
Sounds like a very good plan.
I do have those occasionally. head over this way.
That just needs power.
Okay, so where is
Okay, that being done, well, the first thing to do is to get rid of this giant hatcher. Nope, you next to the factory.
Yeah,
Ha! Dealt with all the little guys without taking any damage.
nice. Get wrecked,
Hee
little guys.
oh, there's that, and there's belt, and because that's a merger, let's just go ahead and pull this around.
Okay, so no, that's still curving over.
Ah, but I'm gonna need another sink over here. Okay. You know what? Let's just put the sink way over on this side.
Yeah. Okay, so we want it to actually be these three.
So I know I'll have all the space in the world.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. So that means that we're going out this way. Oh, come on.
You know, let's send it out to the right. Forget exactly what this is. Sink. Take a lot of space, and go there. And just need some power.
Branch off there. And then
Not going quite as fast as I want. That's all right.
yeah, fine.
Okay,
Happens.
in that case, since we're dealing with the overflow over there, I don't need this sink anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be much better. I'm gonna go take a glance at things at New Silicon Valley, and then I'm gonna come your way so that I can
Okay.
get the tour.
Sure. And then, because we'll be pretty close to New Silicon Valley there. I'd love to see what you've worked on.
Ah, okay. I feel like all this aluminum and plastic and rubber stuff is probably not too revolutionary, so...
Eh, it's all good.
So, we don't necessarily need to hoof it out that way.
Okay.
Because it is already a little past midnight.
Yeah.
Okay, and just come up this way.
Okay, that's...
Hi, hogs. Get stuck on the conveyor belts. Okay. Rubber's doing fine in the supercomputers. Let's check on the AI limiters. We have had a huge one-time influx of plastic into the system, so everything is producing at high volumes for a little while.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good for filling up the storage containers.
Sure.
Okay, we can certainly use more high-speed connectors. We're getting plenty of materials for them. It's just a very slow machine. I'm going to speed it up a bit. That's still in perfect sync for now, but we're not using circuit boards as fast as we were. Okay, that is looking pretty good. So, let's see, you're almost back all the way down at the hub. I have things to drop off in the butcher shop, so maybe I'll come that way and then circle back to you.
Okay. I'm just laying down some rack right now, so I'll head to Weapons Wharf
Okay.
in a moment. So I get this.
Oh. Mercer sphere in a small pond.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Also,
Always
a
good to grab
Window
more.
has witnessed a threat.
Yeah,
juice bits.
not always good.
They are stuck on trees. That one is not stuck on a tree anymore.
Because he's dead.
No, it's because he somehow broke free of it.
Less good.
Consumed.
Why are you putting in this magic? Don't do that.
To file in scripture.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Ah!
Oh, no, I can't. No, I
Ooh.
only heard the chime. Oh, well.
Oh.
Well, maybe the game's just
Man.
being silly today.
I think so. Although, knock on wood, I didn't have any disconnects this time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sulfur line. I can follow it.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Could also branch off here. might be a pretty good way to go as well.
Okay, I am in sight of Weapons Wharf.
Okay, I'm heading that way. Obviously, you know, I need to add like decor and, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah,
such to it, but just trying to get the basic, like, you know, okay, things are, items are flowing.
Okay, this extremely wiggly coal line is amazing. It's so cute. I love it.
Oh, right before it enters the wall.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a red belt. You made it like
Yeah,
first order colors.
yeah, it's, because, basically, I was trying to figure out a way of doing, side-by-side belts,
Uh-huh.
there,
Oh.
and, like, I had this weird setup with, like, I would place down, like, foundations, and then, you know, place the supports and such, but I don't know. It didn't. I don't think it quite worked the way I want.
Hello. I'm in the train
Hello,
station.
hello.
The train
Okay,
station
so
which is still named the name of some random town.
yeah, Krasnoyarsk. Uh, I think it's a Russian name because Krasno is red. Um, I think it's near like the Finnish border or something like that. Because all the train stations are named for cities in Scandinavia and surrounding areas. Um, so so yeah, basically like crude oil is gonna get imported here.
Okay.
I'm setting this up as like it'll be just like a two-way spur off of like a larger line.
Okay.
So instead of having just like one engine, like a lot of the trains that I try to design will do, this one will have one on each end, so it can both pull into and pull out of this station without needing like a long, like, okay, you know, here's like a loop to get it out. Um, so that oil, there's also a plenum floor right underneath us that contains all of like the pipes and conveyor belts and such.
Okay.
So
I think I
that
got
crude
it.
oil goes into here, where it gets transformed into heavy oil residue and uh, polymer resin.
Hmm.
That polymer resin is going to go to create polyester fabric. Um, in
Oh, okay. To make the filters. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's going to happen the filters are going to happen where I'm hovering over right here.
Okay. Nice big
Um,
empty space.
yeah, because I have a couple of other things I need to set up before that
Cool.
happens.
More
These
first order colors
refineries,
over here.
yeah. So these do copper and iron ingots using the pure recipes. So, and those will go into filters, and they also go over here to make steamed copper sheets, um, and then the heavy oil residue and black powder goes in here to become smokeless powder, which obviously doesn't happen right now because I don't have any oil. And then that'll make rifle ammo. The iron goes into both the production lines for novelisks and for iron rebar.
Cool.
Um, and yeah, And then we just make black powder here as well. So, yeah. Um, I'm still trying to figure out, like, aesthetics,
Hmm.
but at least the general, like, layout of stuff, I think, is where I want them to be.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I may shrink the, like, size of the, like, buildable area or something. I'm not 100% sure, but, yeah. So, this is kind of what I've got here. It's and then I'm trying to figure out where I want to drag the train line in from.
Hmm.
I was building a junction off by the hub, and I do think that I want to still, like, build that out and connect it up. But I think I might also make a junction off uh, like a section that is closer, just so that the train we can make another loop there too, but also so that the trains don't have to go as far.
Hmm.
Um, because they're kind of uh, like I'm basically trying to make the I've got, if we think of it as a triangle, I've got sides A and B, and I'm thinking maybe I can make a side C here to just make that trip easier.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, Silicon Valley.
Okay. Well, actually, it hasn't changed all that much in terms of appearance.
Okay.
Um, it's mostly just that supercomputers are now being made in the same big blue building that high-speed connectors were in. So
Oh,
that's actually
okay.
it's actually visually it's not a huge change. So I guess if you do want to see more impressive visual change, then the aluminum and petroleum products area would actually be the place to go.
All right. I'm down.
So
Let's do
we
it.
could certainly swing by New Silicon Valley as we go, since we're kind of headed
Yeah, we're going that way
way.
anyway. I'm thinking, so the train line that I bring in for Weapons Wharf, I will probably also bring a section of it up here,
Okay.
because we are going to need, computers and supercomputers and such for, like, later projects.
Yeah.
So, you know, just having that connected up will be good.
Oh, here's the blue building. I didn't put a
Ooh.
door on this far side yet, so we'll have to go to
Ooh.
the center. Oh, but
That's
if you
nice.
wanted to see the insane belts, it kind of all centers on
Ooh. Oh
this
God.
crossroads here.
Oh God.
I mean, you
Wow.
know what Silicon Valley traffic is like.
Oof. Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, that's what the belts are doing. But it is very nice having everything just kind of in one place. And then we go in the
Yeah.
door and we're making supercomputers in here. The high-speed connectors are definitely the limiting reagent. I sped those up a bit. It looks like I could speed them up a little more. I'll go ahead and do that.
Hmm.
So that's really the big change over here.
Cool. Very cool.
And then if you follow the plastic and the rubber out past the AI limiters this way... Oh, there's also another layer of Caterium, of the quick wire being made, but that's just kind of the same pattern over again. It's big and it's cool, but it's not revolutionary.
Yeah. Well, that's not very Silicon Valley of you.
Well, there are other ways I could be making some of the metal. Once we get fracking, there's a water fracking node kind of in the corner of that valley, which I could use for such things. It would require some rearranging, but it is an option. That's kind of one of those things that I would set up in pieces as I decide I need it.
Yeah, I get that.
So actually, the new rubber and plastic is just right over here,
Ooh.
not far away. There's a couple there that aren't hooked up yet, but mostly
Ooh.
mostly it's this, which is just kind of my standard manifold for making this stuff.
Mhm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the plastic is backed up because there's a whole, like, big containers worth of plastic that I'm merging into the line from over there where I do not
Mhm.
need to store that much plastic anymore, so that's going to be backed up for a while.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because the whole rest of the time we're going to wish we had more plastic, so there we go.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then you can follow the petroleum coke this way.
Mhm.
All the way over. There's the sink. So let's see how all these things are doing. It's possible things might be backed up in various ways because I didn't spend a lot of time standing around fine-tuning it. But we've basically now got even more aluminum being smelted here on the upper level.
Wow.
And yeah, even the lower level is probably not working at full capacity, but I'd kind of like keeping things compartmentalized, so there we go. We're
Yeah.
making
And
Alclad Aluminum Sheets down here. That sink is eating the extra copper that is coming from the pure copper ingots that are being made over here,
ooh.
using excess water from the aluminum process.
Okay. Yeah,
So if
yeah,
there's
yeah,
ever too
yeah.
much water, it just goes into making more copper, and if there's too much copper, it gets eaten, and that's solid, and I don't have to worry about packaging it.
I'm a fan. I am a fan.
And then the copper comes back over here to get turned into Alclad aluminum sheets, and everything seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we basically already got this industrial container full of Alclad sheets,
Pretty
so
much.
I'd say that's going pretty well, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it looks
Love
good.
it. Yeah, yeah, I absolutely love it.
I also love this big old pipe just snaking over here. It's got a slight hose-like look to it.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I dig it.
So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting any music. I have sound effects, but I've had no music for a while, and I haven't
Yeah,
heard Ada,
same.
so something is silly today.
Yeah. Computers.
Uh, well, it looks like we both
Oh,
got a lot of good stuff done today.
I think so.
And I think
Think
I
so.
think I probably should open up tomorrow by going back to the hub and throwing a bunch of stuff into the butcher shop and maybe throwing a bunch of stuff into the hub and just kind of doing that cleanup that I haven't done for a while because I've been out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig it.
Okay, well, I will save the game then.
Okay.
All right, and I'll take us to the outro screen. And don't
Awesome.
respawn, exit to the desktop. Why are they right next to each other?
Oh, I do not know.
All right. Well,
Oh. Well,
thank you.
I think that went really well.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it was a lot of not necessarily us talking a lot, but just kind of a lot of thinking noises as good things happened.
Yeah, it happens.
All right. Well, I will find someone to raid.
All
So,
right. Well,
Sophia, thank you
I'll
so
see you
much for
later.
joining me.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And friends in chat, thank you for joining us. And let's see who's around. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. Salford Sal is playing some more Ground of Aces. This game looks really cool. Chances are high that I will be having it on the channel at some point, but if you'd like to get a good early access look, and I think she's probably still got her code active for a special Spitfire skin. So let's go say hello. And I will see you all Thursday evening for Slipstream Rogue Space, and next Tuesday for more Satisfactory. Sunday for probably more Coral Island. So yeah, thank you all for joining us, and I will see you all next time.